I have unlocked a brand new Iron Man to the continent of Zeah, with the goal of completing everything that this area of the game has to offer. Welcome to Zeah Lock. Welcome and welcome back. Varlamore Part 3 is just a couple of hours away, but I wanted to give myself a little bit of a head start so I could show you what I've been working on. I know I mentioned this at the last episode, but man, I have killed a buttload of temple spiders. Just look at that. 1,642 of them. It's not exactly the most efficient, but I did manage to pick up pretty much everything. Doing quite well. We've even got an upgrade here in the Ruined Med Helm, so looking pretty good. Oh, and if you were curious, I ended up deciding that actually it was better to come over to this altar here because it's pretty close to the ladder. And the bright side of doing this is I also get to check the farming patch. So the noted herbs that I've got here in my inventory are the ones that I actually just farmed while I was doing all this. Oh, and you know, while I'm on the topic, 2 lamps. Definitely not as good as last time, but this is going to get me a Slayer level. 160 Slayer XP, right? Yeah, 17 Slayer, 3, we'll use this other one too. Nice, all right, we're gonna be 1 lamp away for the next Slayer level. But now that I'm here in the bank, besides the cash, I mean, wow, we got an extra 540k just from Alks there. All these red spider eggs. I did go through and I reorganized the bank, so we're looking pretty good now. But the grubby keys are the ones that I am the most excited about. We've got 13 keys to open. I'm going to take them 3 at a time because I figure I want to save every little bit of the things in that chest. All of it's going to be good for us. Let me start opening the chest. Let's see what we get. Figure since it's the first chest, I'll bring you along. Probably won't show you every single one. Can just show you the loot at the end. But what are we going to get from the first chest? Imagine it's like the pet recolor thing. All right, Dragon Bones, actually. Good prayer XP. Maybe we'll use those. We'll see how many we get. More potions. Is 3 keys going to be too much? Oh, we got our Law Ruins. Look at that. We're good. 200 of them already. Let me open up the rest of the keys and I'll show you the full loot by the time we're done. And one last key to wrap it up, though. Man, 200 Blood Ruins. I was kind of hoping we'd get one of those. And some Dragon Arrows. All right. All of the keys have been open. Let me show you the loot here. Very nice looking spread, dude. 600 Law Runes. Oh my god. As for the rest of it, you know, a good amount of food. We've got a couple of other things mixed in here and some initial potions, particularly the prayer potions. So we might be able to try some harder content here in the near future. But since we did get a couple of pulls worth of Dragon Bones, I'm actually just really curious. Let me go and we're going to do a little bit of Varlamorean prayer. Show off some of our new tech, I think, as well. And the first tech to show off is making some Sunfire Wines. These are going to increase the XP that we get. And then we use our new Civitas Fortis teleport. I think I got it that time. Which puts us pretty close to a bird. Oh my god, this is going to be... like, this is so much better already. Holy cow. And then straight out to Tiamat. Man, remember when that walk would take me like 15 minutes? That is a thing of the past, man. Okay, so 20 bones was a little more than 1,000 shards. I don't know. Is that good? It doesn't really feel like... maybe this is just a problem with this particular method. You know, I'm like, is that a lot? I don't know if that's a lot. But I am excited to get some prayer XP. We're going to see how much we get out of this nearly 3,000 bone shards with our new fancy blessed Sunfire Wines. I have to use up the stuff before. All right, so we're going to get slightly less XP on the initial 400, but we're getting more after the fact. So let's see. We're starting off with 44 prayer. I'm hoping for at least a few levels out of this. Oh yeah, look at that. Went up by an extra 200 a pop. Oh, maybe I didn't bring enough wines, actually. I'm gonna be short a little bit. Well, that's okay. We'll save some in the bank. Might as well use one more just so we clear this thing out, but looks like we're gonna end up with 46 prayer, so a couple of levels. Nice. With that one done, there's a couple more odds and ends I wanna do prior to Varlamore Part 3. First one's gonna be getting some of these enchanted over here. We've got tons and tons of cosmic ruins from both the necromancers from in the last episode and also the temple spiders drop cosmics, 13, 15 at a time, whatever it is. The only one here that's going to be useful for us right now is the games necklace because that gets us out to Wintertodt. This other one, it does have a Fortis teleport. We just can't use it yet, but we will be able to use it eventually. And I also want to recharge my book. Use the book on the statue. Let's add all 96 charges. Yes, it is back at full power. Oh, that feels good, man. I can't believe I went through 80 teleports on this thing so quickly. Next up on the list has got to be working through all of these herbs. I mean, man, this has got to be like a pretty good amount of XP. I haven't done any digging to see how easy it's going to be to actually do herb lore on Zeah, but Zeah's a pretty big place. I mean, there's surely got to be some shops around here for herb lore, right? Okay, yes, we do get water-filled vial packs and Eyes of Newt over here at Regath's Wares in Arceus. That'll be really helpful for the Guams, kind of get us started there. There is also a literal herb lore shop in Camtorum. Again, I can't access this yet, so at least we've got these. Let me see, because we've also got a fair amount of other herbs. I mean, there's no way that we're going to have to make attack potions for all of these, right? But if we get to 22, we've got all of the red spider eggs that we'll need, that's for sure. Oh, and a lamp! Oh my god, on recording. Hello, there's a Slayer level, I think it might be. Oh my god, it is. 18 Slayer! Holy cow. Alright, let me work on the Guams. Here is the end of the Guams for attack potions. 23 herb lore. Pretty nice start for the levels. I was taking this time to kind of look through the different potions and just see what all the secondaries look like, and honestly, most of them are going to be a pretty big pain in the butt to gather. I guess since we're 23, we can use the Harlanders as well, so I'll do that just to see where we end up, because we'll probably get a couple more levels out of it. Hit level 26 herb lore and realize that gives me the ability to use chocolate on one of these potions, and we do actually have a couple of shops that sell that, so not all doom and gloom when it comes to secondaries. You know, I wonder if these will actually be useful. Energy potions, 10 energy a sip. I mean, it is kind of better per slot than the strange fruit. Certainly easier to get than the strange fruit. I will give you that one. But I think this is the end of the easy herb levels that we can get. 27 herb lore. Okay, yeah, that does look like it's it. So we're locking in at 27 herb lore, at least for now, but I am gonna go through and do myself a little bit of farm runs, because I have some Limpwort seeds, I have some Harlanders as well, but just know that'll be happening in the background. We'll see what sort of collection we get, how good I actually am about farming. Well, with that farm run out of the way, I still have a little bit of time until Varlamore Part 3, so I'm kind of thinking I'm just gonna go park myself maybe over at the Shazian Agility course and see how high up I can get, because I'm sick of running out of run energy, you know? Okay, I'll see you over there. What's that? Fishing levels while training agility? Oh my god, 10 fishing, holy cow. Managed to pull together 39 agility, but the fact that you're seeing me here in this little yellow text means it is time. Varlamore Part 3 should be in. Let's just take a look at the map. I don't see gigantic black square. Oh my god. Alright, I'm definitely going to be running around looking at all of this stuff. Let's just go see what kind of shops and things were added, shall we? So, first things first, did they add some new birds? This is important, alright? It looks like, okay, yes, we did get at least 2 new birds. Unfortunately, it looks like one of them you have to build, but this is going to make getting around over there much easier. Where are we? I don't know. I see a saw on the ground. Oh my god, there's a saw. Anvil, furnace. Actually, I'm not sure if I had a really good anvil and furnace before, so this one might actually be the best place for me to do smithing. Oh, no way, a rune shop, please. Oh my... It sells cosmic natures, dude. Okay, all right. Well, all those struggles for cosmic runes. Oh my god. All right, we got the dye shop and of course a bank. Wow, what the heck is this, dude? One little bank booth on a temple. What an interesting design choice. Oh, the giant gem crab. We can AFK here now. Okay, good, there is someone with the ruin sim. I was gonna say, all of these people look like so stacked, dude. Ooh, another chin hunting spot. Not that that helps us, we don't have box traps, unfortunately. some teak trees as well. That's going to be some good wood cutting in the future. Oh my gosh, we have a fruit tree patch and a kumquat tree patch. That's okay. Wait, there's another one over here too. Flower patch. Ah, man. Oh, this was the bird you'd have to build. That's a little unfortunate for the farm runs, but you know, if it's just like the tree patch type of things down here, I'm not necessarily that worried about coming out here regularly. Though that is interesting. So we can now plant a couple of trees. Fishing shop. Oh, it actually sells raw fish. I don't think there's a bank down here. No, there's not. So that one probably isn't going to be super great for us. Although there is a range right here, so maybe. Oh, interesting. This must be part of the fletching minigame. Yeah, look, there's someone building a totem. We're definitely going to check that one out once we're done running around. Oh, there's a mountain guide. Oh, and another tree patch. Wait, that's just a normal tree patch over there. Dang, dude, they added a bunch of farming stuff. Oh, and a flax field with the spinning right there. Very convenient. Shoot, there's a tanner up here? That might be the best tanner out of all of our options. I mean, there's a bank right there. Minigame starting spot is over there. That'll probably be the next thing we do. We're just about done looking around the area. Oh, and there's a sawmill. Actually, that might be better than the woodcutting guild. I mean, the bank is right there. Oh my god, dude. Oh, no way. There's an axe shop over here too? Oh my god, they go all the way. Okay, yep. We're gonna pick these ones up. Oh, it was just that easy, dude. Just wait for the game to get updated. Imagine going for a mithril axe drop, you know? See, okay, I think we've pretty well looked around the area. There are a number of caves, it seems, but I'm guessing that they're locked behind quests, like the Stalker's Den, I think is the new Hunter something. There's also this Tenali Cavern, which I think is maybe the new Delve boss. So we'll have to do that once we actually have Slayer, because I think both of those are locked behind at least 48 Slayer, if not a little bit higher. The other thing I noticed while looking at the map is we do have a couple of pendant teleports just hanging out around here. Not that I have the pendant yet, that also relies on Slayer, but when we do get it, nice that there's going to be at least, it looks like 2 more teleport spots, so just more ways to get around. But yes, I think that is genuinely it, so let's go explore the fletching minigame, because right now I'm at a fletching level of 1. A little bit rough. I think we talked to this guy. Oh, don't have the requirements. Oh no, there is a fletching requirement. 20 fletching? That's not too bad. I've got those logs in the bank, so let me use those and see if that gets me all the way up to 20. Let's try this again, Mr. Randolph. Can we start this minigame? It looks like we can. Okay, that was a pretty quick little tutorial thing. It takes 1 log to build the totem, then you're gonna carve out the animals. Once those are done, you decorate it with random bits of fletching junk. Ooh, level 21 fletching. So I guess you're gonna be running between the totems, and then when they come by, they're gonna like, the Ents will do their little praise the sun thing, and then you get to claim some of these things, which are like the reward pulls. And then you rummage through them. I probably, ooh, he's here, hold on. I guess I'll have to see whether or not it's better to like run or just stand around at the one. But this is gonna be really good for fletching XP, I think. Oh, you get construction XP? I didn't even notice. 29. Oh my. All right, we're gonna be having ourselves a good time then. And because I do need logs, I'm gonna have to chop them, but there are some oak trees there, so I don't think it'll be too terrible.
1 hour later.
Been a little bit and figured this would be a good time for a check-in. If I can get the log, there's a level here. 31 woodcutting. I can use that adamant axe that is now in the bank, so that's pretty cool. And for the XP rates, how are we looking? 12.6k an hour. I don't know how good that is for early levels, because I just haven't done that much fletching training at the early levels, you know? But what I will say is it feels pretty nice. I mean, it feels like it's a good amount of XP for the logs that I'm using. And the fact that you get these Veil offerings seems like a pretty good deal. Plus all this other XP. Let's just see. Oh, we got an Ent branch in there. Hello. Spoilers for the chat. Some dirty arrow tips as well. Oh, interesting. So yeah, I mean, I think generally this seems like a really good thing. I'm probably just gonna hang out here all day really and just see what level I get up to in fletching, because I would love to upgrade my ranged equipment, get like a magic short bow maybe, get the fletching level for like a rune crossbow as well. That would be pretty cool. Well, I figured this was a good time to check in. Not that I have a level to show for it, though we are sitting at 42 fletching, so making some pretty good progress, and 37 woodcutting. I could probably do this for a while, but while I was sitting here, it was pointed out to me that making magic short bows, which was originally what I was thinking I was going to do with this, it's 80. Why is it 80? Look at, there's scorching bows are right before it at 74. That is, I don't understand. I don't get it. So I'm probably not going to stay here for all that long. I do have a pretty good amount of rewards stacked up So maybe what I'll do is kind of clear this next round, and then we'll pivot the plan. I don't know what else I'm going to do, because I think for Varlamore Part 3, this is probably about it for now, since the quests are kind of locked behind the Slayer requirement. Are we going to get any fancy rewards from this big old stack? Let's find out. Oh, it gives bark? Oh, that's interesting. And bone shards? What a weird mix. And a bale of flax. 25. Oh, it doesn't even note these. Okay, well, that's interesting. Maybe we can do that at the bank. While I'm thinking about it, though, I didn't see this guy, but was informed there's actually a forestry dude along this path as well. Oh, here he is. All right. Hello, friendly forester. I don't know how big of a deal this will really end up being for us, but that is kind of cool because it means we can get forestry events whenever we're chopping. And while I think a lot of this stuff isn't going to be particularly useful, the log basket for this specific minigame, the Fletchy minigame, would be really helpful. I'd actually, if I have the logs stacked up, I could run around and probably get some better XP than I have been getting. So we'll hang on to this at the very least, little forestry kit. Keep it on my back. Next time I'm woodcutting, maybe we'll get some events, and I guess that means we can also use the bark and all of the other stuff that we get through forestry. That's pretty cool. I think our next best opportunity for upgrades is actually going to be Hunter, and it's for a couple of reasons. Obviously, there's implings. People always talk about this on Iron Man, you know, going all the way up and getting like dragon implings, finding yourself the glory, and there's a whole bunch of other drops along the way. Cool if I get them. I think the best drops are kind of like ninja implings or higher, so I don't know if I quite want to go that far with it. But there is also mixed hide as a reward that comes from Varlamore. Now, mixed hide is interesting because a couple pieces of it actually give a strength bonus, and it's good range armor. So it'd be a 2 birds, 1 stone kind of situation. We just have to get up to the level for Sunlight Antelope, which is 72. It's the highest piece. So these guys right over here. Ooh, hello, random. What are you? Oh, a maze. All right, hold on 1 second. All right, maze random completed. We got ourselves a collection of feathers. Whoopee. So, Hunter. We just have to get our training going, and actually both just the normal Zeah area and what was just added in Varlamore Part 3. Like, we have a lot of good options for Hunter outside of Hunter Rumors. I'll circle back to Hunter Rumors. There's something that we might be able to get away with on those. For the most part, the Hunter Rumors are going to be really difficult for us just because there's a lot of tasks that I either can't do. So for butterflies, I need a net, and that means I'm going to have to find myself a entry into Puro, which is why I'm here at this wheat field. So I can get myself a free net. I just have to go in. So it's going to be a little bit of hopping around, but it shouldn't take too long to find that. Aha, there it is. All right. Glad I remembered this plugin. Makes it a little, oh my God, no. Oh God, no, you're kidding. 17 Hunter. Excuse me, 1 moment, please. Just kidding. Lands and crates are coming in clutch, supposedly. Ah, there it is. Okay, butterfly net acquired. We don't have to worry about Puro. Pretend that I didn't just embarrass myself wildly there. So, with the butterfly net, we can go and catch ourselves some butterflies. Actually, I think there's some pretty close by to where we are here in Land's End, and hopefully it'll be pretty quick. Level 17 Hunter. That's not important for anything. There is 25 Hunter. Man, this place is pretty quick. I mean, we're peaking at like 25k, 26k Hunter XP an hour right now, and I'm gonna guess that just goes up from here as we get better at catching these. But 25 means we actually get access to some other butterflies, the Sapphire Glacials. So I'm gonna go give those a try and just see how it compares to this spot. Here are the Sapphire Glacials, and you can already tell up on this mountain here, they are definitely not as many. Not as close as the Ruby Harvest. Okay, first problem here. Depending on the luck, I think I saw this capping out at like 28k XP. You know, we've averaged it out now to like 22, so it's about on par with what I was getting before. But the big issue that I'm running into is, well, running. Look at my run energy. When I was over at the Ruby Harvest, I never had it dip, but I'm about to have to start walking, and that is certainly going to cut into the XP, so I think it's probably worth it for us to go back over there. Oh, did you see that? Oh my God. We just peaked at 30k an hour. Oh, I wasn't sure we were going to make it up there. But that is 42 Hunter, which is going to be the level for us to get our magic butterfly net in Puro, so I'll head over there here shortly. But man, I just want to tell you how crazy XP this spot is. Also, look at me being a good little farmer during my Hunter stint. Actually might run out of seeds while we're at it. But here we are at the wheat field. Let's give this one another try. Oh, much better. Oh, I can't believe I screwed that up earlier. Now, we should get ourselves some free jars from this guy, as I recall. And then for the magic butterfly net, we are going to need a gourmet impling, earth impling, and essence impling. So it should be fairly quick, hopefully. Oh my god, no! Already flying over? Oh, dude. Come on. I hate this place. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I know. I'm complaining too much, man. It only took like 3 minutes to do that. Let's go ahead and trade this guy, get ourselves the magic butterfly net. It is going to be a really nice upgrade for catching things because it just gives you better percentages for anything that you need to catch. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, look at butterflies are nuts. We're up over like 40k. I think I saw this peaking around like 44k an hour. God, dude. Where have butterflies been all my life? Like, oh my god. And with that one, 45 hunter, which is the next milestone. We are going to be moving on to another hunting spot, and that is going to be back over in Varlamore Part 3, actually. Oh, baby. I don't think I talked that much about all of the hunter spots they added. They added this one with black warlocks, more butterflies. I do hope you enjoy clicking butterflies. I'm finding it riveting, maybe. This is going to be like hour 3 of clicking butterflies nonstop, but this should be even faster than what we were getting before. I don't know exactly where we'll cap out, but yeah, probably like 50 odd K an hour if I had to guess. And we are going to be here until 57, and at 57, we're going to get something a little bit interesting that we can do. 50 hunter, 55 hunter, and of course, 19 slayer. No, wait, hold on, that's not right. 13 fishing. What is happening? Okay, there we go. 57 hunter. Sorry about that. This level is pretty cool because it gives us access to pirate boxes, which is neat. And also, you can see this mentioned here, hunter rumors. I'd like to talk about those because while we can't fully access the Hunters Guild, we can access most of the masters that give hunter rumors. So let me head over there and I'm going to give you the rundown. Now, the reason we can't like fully access the Hunters Guild is because of the quest at First Light, which requires Eagle's Peak. And we don't have that. Eagle's Peak is the quest that gives you access to box traps. Now, that's not actually that problematic for us because the only master that actually requires the quest being done is the master tier 1, wherever they're at. This guy right here, Guild Hunter Wolf. The rest of these are all fair game, but it's a little bit more complicated than that for us because we are locked to Zeah, and obviously all of these masters are going to give tasks that we're just not going to be able to do because of where we're locked to. So let me pull up the wiki just so I can show you the list of tasks, make a little bit more sense out of this. So this is what the Hunter Rumor task list is looking like. And you can see the different masters here. There's 6 in total. We can't use the last one, so you can go ahead and scrap that. But that means we do get 5 masters that we can at least attempt to get some sort of task on. Now, the idea behind this is you want to make sure that you're getting a task whenever you have the maximum level in terms of like the best odds. And I gone ahead and highlighted all of the tasks that I can actually do on Zeah. And you can see there's not a lot of them. Most of them are kind of weighted up towards the higher levels. So when looking through this list of which masters we can do what for, 57 is an important level because actually one of these masters, Ornis, we can't do these other couple of them anyway. So 57 is the highest level task we can do, which means we're going to attempt to get a Hunter Rumor task done. The rest of these, they all have higher requirements, so our next opportunity isn't going to be until level 75. So with that said, Ornis, where are you? There he is. I'm going to tag him, and we're going to be very, very careful, because I do not want to talk to any of these other people right now. I can't tell you what the odds are. I don't think they're very good, just because we only have like maybe 2 tasks on this guy's table that we can actually do. But it is definitely worth the shot because the rewards that come from Hunter Rumors, if we could get enough Quetzal feed, we could start building some more teleports around Varlamore, which would be huge. Not to mention, and this is a bit of a pipe dream, the whistle to teleport me directly here to the Hunters Guild. That would also be really, really nice because it puts you right next to the Quetzal outside. So let me stop rambling on. Let's see if we're going to get a task from our first guy. Dang it, dude. Orange salamanders. We can't do that one. It's only out in the desert. So right now we are locked out of Ornis. We are going to get another opportunity later. But for now, we've just got to go back and train some more hunter. But I do want to try pyre foxes because as much as I love butterflies, it's kind of a lot of clicking. So let me get some stuff together so we can go try those out. Also, totally unrelated, but quick check-in. 40 farming. Figured I'd try this for at least a couple of minutes before giving you the rundown. And pyre foxes, no surprise, they are definitely slower than butterflies are. I may just bounce around back and forth between the two methods. In terms of our next hunter goal, it is a little ways off. I think we're looking for 65 for our next method. Oh my gosh, it's finally time. That was probably like 2 seconds for you guys, but it is starting to take quite a while. 65 hunter. That is going to be our last hunter spot upgrade, getting ourselves some sunlight moths, so we'll head over there in a second. While I'm here talking about it though, 43 wood cutting, so a couple levels there. We did also get a prayer level, now sitting at 47. I don't think that actually gives us anything new. No, it doesn't. But anyway, let me go do a farm run, and then we'll run over to the sunlight moths. I'll show you what we're working with there. Here we are, the sunlight moths. If I can click, there we go. Tag them all. The nice thing about these is when you catch them, it actually gives you back run energy. So really, I imagine this is going to be pretty quick. We'll probably be getting like 70k an hour, maybe a little less depending on how my catch rate goes, but really my only job here is to just like run around and pick these up because we will never run out of run energy. Also, fun little fact about these, if you do have a jar, you can catch them and they act as a restore potion actually. So while they don't give you back prayer, if any of your other stats are low, these can also help with that. Not sure if that'll be useful for us, but guess we'll find out. Anyway, since 72 is kind of a lot of XP, I will probably be here for a couple of hours. God, we're gonna have to get to 1,000,000 XP. Oh, we're matching my highest skill. Oh my, okay, I didn't realize that. Oh. I'm gonna see you all in days, probably. Oh, count check, hello. You know what that means. Time for a Slayer level. 20 Slayer. Also a little bit sick, so excuse the voice. 69 Hunter. Nice. Oh my god, there it is. 72 Hunter. Holy cow, I don't know how many days that was. But that is the level that we're going to need for our armor upgrades. We do have to do a little bit more Hunter. I'm actually kind of tempted to do more Hunter in general because there's some great stuff for us at 75. I just don't know if I can stomach it yet. But let me go and hunt some sunlight antelopes so we can get the stuff together and make this armor for ourselves. Sunlight antelopes, here we are. Oh my gosh, this is like such a nice change of pace from butterflies, let me tell you. Now, there are a couple of things I want to talk about for these. Obviously, we are here for the fur that they give. We're going to need, I think, 3 pieces of this, so not like a ton of it. But as you can see, they actually give a couple of things. So probably the biggest thing for us is the Sunfire Splinters. Now, while it's not a ton compared to something like the Colosseum, it is still a nice passive way to just build these up. While I was doing all of that hunting earlier, I did look up all of the butterflies that you can catch. You can add any of the hunter meats to, and it turns them into like 2-dose potions essentially. So this meat, Pyrefox meat, they do have a little bit of a use, particularly when I hit 75 hunter, which is moonlight moths. They function as essentially like a prayer potion. So there's a pretty decent reason for me to come back and hunt these. Sadly, with the sunlight antelope antlers, like because I don't have the hunter crossbow, I can't make the sunlight hunter crossbow with these unless I make some sort of exception. Right now, I'm not planning on that, but do let me know if you think I should for that crossbow. I can turn these into bolts for a little bit of fletching XP, but I think the fletching level is up in the 60s, so we're not quite there yet. But yes, all in all, a very good hunter option for myself, and honestly, I kind of like these more than butterflies. So I don't know, I could see myself coming back here, getting 75. I don't think I'm doing it today, though. I think it's time to finally go get that mixed hide. So to make the mixed hide, we are gonna need, obviously, these sunlight antelope fur, which we've got. We also need some fox fur. Got those from the Pyre Foxes. Glad I actually banked a few. And then we are also gonna need some jaguar fur. Think this is the right one. He just straight up sells it, so that works. And then normally you would need like 72 crafting to make all of these pieces, but I think this dude can make them for you. Let's make the top, the legs, press the wrong thing, the boots, and last but not least, the cape. Now, I'll pull the armor out that I've got currently here in a second so we can compare, but I just kind of want to show you, like, look at the stats on this stuff. 3 out of the 4 pieces give a melee strength, dude. This is like, God, that is so good. This is going to be our best cape. It's an interesting looking cape, to say the least. Here is our previous best range setup. Full Shazian, we got ourselves our maple short bow, the orange cape, and now let's compare this to what we've got with the mixed hide. Golly, dude, look at all of the green over here on the mixed hide top. That by itself is probably the biggest upgrade. Defensively, the legs are pretty close, but again, we're just picking up a little bit more ranged accuracy. God, this is turning into quite the look. The fashion scape, oh my god. The mixed hide cape, definitely a good upgrade. And then the boots. Small little upgrade here, slightly less defensive, but I think we're just gonna rock them. Oh my lordy. With that helmet, oh my god, dude. This man is actually a demon, like what? Holy cow, look at the gloves, dude, the spikes. You got spikes on the feet. Okay, this is actually like kind of a look going on right now. And then, of course, with the melee setup, you know, adamant armor is still going to be better defensively unless I'm doing something against like magic. Oh my god. I don't know if I want to rock the Ruined Med Helm, dude. This looks like ridiculous with this, but of course, I think unless I need to be tanky, this is probably our best melee setup now because we just get so much more strength bonus from the armor. I mean, just like we have 14 base without a weapon on here. God, what a Chad, dude, and that Ruined Med Helm. Holy. Oh my god, like I just see this. I want to run around and I want to go smack on some stuff. Let me figure something out, okay? Of course, since it's the Varlamore Part 3 episode, we gotta come out here. We are gonna be smacking on the gem crab a little bit. Now, I am told that there is no mining requirement in terms of level, but I'm bringing the pickaxe just in case, because if that's true, this is gonna be an amazing source of the gems that go into silver jewelry. And like, that is actually quite a big deal. Not so much right now, but the Herblore amulet is like gonna be a big thing for us later. So I would love to be able to pick up a bunch of gems for that, especially. I'm not sure about the rest of the silver jewelry. There's probably some in the mix there that would be helpful, but let me just sit on this thing. It's probably got about 8 minutes left, and I'm gonna see if I can mine it at the end, so I'll let you know. All right, moment of truth. I looked on the wiki, you have to be in the top 16, and I feel like there's no way. I mean, there's at least 30 people here, if not more. That doesn't look promising. My understanding of the gem crab is not great enough to mine a shell. Yeah. You know, I wonder if I can find a world that doesn't have like 1 billion people on it and maybe I get a chance to actually mine the thing. Let me just hop around a few times. I mean, it can't be this crowded on every single world, right? Okay, this is actually like crazy, dude. I swear the entire population of every one of these worlds is at this freaking gem crab, dude. Like, I don't know how there's this many people. This is probably the best world that I've found, and it's literally the last one in the list. And it's still got like 20 people, and they're like, look at this dude. Well, this guy's got a scythe. What are we doing here? All right, well, I'm probably going to have 0% chance right now of mining gems. I guess that's whatever. God, dude. But I think I'm going to end the episode here. I'm going to be AFK on this gem crab for a little while. So, with that, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Hopefully not sick anymore, dude. Golly, this sucks. Oh my god, I finally get a mine one. Yeah, let's go. Wait, that was it? Oh my god.